The market is all over the place. Is it time to sell? Find out next on Invest with Jacob. Today, guys, the update might be a little more complicated because we're learning about a new structure called the leading diagonal. Last week we got to see a triangle in a wave 4, and this week we get to see a leading diagonal in a wave 4 because wave 4s suck. We'll get to that in just a minute, but if you're new here, welcome to the show. My name is Jacob Gabbard. This is Invest with Jacob, and I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so you can get our market updates every single day where we give you our trade setups and our buying opportunities. Okay, guys, so the hardest part of Elliott Wave Theory is getting the first two waves in place. Because wave 2s and 4s are very difficult and they're corrective waves, where exactly they end and where wave 1 or 5 starts becomes a challenging process. So getting the first couple waves in place is a kind of a moving target. We think we have our top of a wave, so we mark it. We think we have our wave 2, so we mark it. But that's kind of ever moving until wave 1 and 2 are in place and we see the breakout of wave 3. That's kind of what locks it all in. So today we're going to learn about the leading diagonal because it is the primary count that we have right now on the waves. So let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, so here we are on the 5-minute SPX chart, and we have two possible paths to 4,400 right now. Okay, our first path is our primary path where subwave 1 of 1 is here, subwave 2 of 1 is down here. Today's gap up was subwave 3 of 1. The move down today was subwave 4 of 1, and the start back up we're hoping is going to be subwave 5 of 1 that takes us up to 4230 to 4250, and that will be all of wave 1. Okay, now what is a leading diagonal? Well, we got to wave 3 and then wave 4 came down, and one of the rules of Elliott Wave Theory is wave 4s should not overlap wave 1s. And you can see that this move down in the bottom moved right down over wave 1 over here. So wave 1 is over here, wave 4 came down and it overlapped. And it moved down in a 5-wave structure that was lower highs and lower lows. And that creates a leading diagonal. And what that means is we usually see a corrective type move up off of that, or a three-wave move instead of a 5-wave move. So we made our move A up to just before the close today. We're making our way back to B as we speak. We should catch some support in the overnight, and then we should hopefully move toward our target in C at 4230 to 4250. All right, so that's our primary count. That's what we think we are in and where we're at right now. As I said, the first two waves are very hard to get on paper because it's a constantly moving target until everything is in place. Now our alternate path is that this was wave 1 complete over here. All of wave 2 is down here. And then subwave 1 of 3 is here. Okay, the peak this morning would be subwave 1 of 3. And then the move down would be an A, B, C correction down to subwave 2 of 3 down here in the 4145 to 4160 region. And then from there, we would bounce up and head straight to 4,400. Okay, so it's a little different path. It's a much more direct path once we bounce from there because we're in wave 3. We're in actual wave 3, not subwave 3, if that makes sense. So we got all of wave 1 here, all of wave 2 here, and now we're moving into subwave 1 of 3. Subwave 2 of 3 would be down here. And then a wave 3 of a wave 3 is the most powerful wave. That is where you want to be and where you want to trade. So if we see this support break overnight or tomorrow and we start moving down again, we're looking at this alternative path down to 4145 to 4160. Should really hold 4160 to be honest. And then if it bounces and then it should bounce from there and be super aggressive up to 4,400. Right now, the preferred path and the primary path is the one in black here up to wave 5 so that we can pull back and set up for a reload down here in the 4185 range on wave 2 and then trade that wave 3. So what we're looking for moving forward is an opportunity to sell. And the reason we want to do that is because if we get the primary path, okay, we come back here and we bounce and we come up to 4030, 4050, well, when we hit that, we're going to fall back down to 4185 again because that's going to be wave 2. All right, so We're going to sell up here once we top and start pulling back, and then we'll wait and buy down here so we don't burn up all that time premium. And we just take our profits, and instead of letting our options burn and go through time, we'll rebuy them down here and push our expiration a little further out into June, and then we'll take that up to 4,400 from there. So that's what we're looking for tomorrow. If it comes up to 40.30, 40.50 range, I'm going to sell if I see topping action. And if it blows through that, we will not sell. I will not sell. You guys can do what you need to do. But if it gets to 40.30 and just keeps on going up through 40.50, which is a highly unlikely scenario in my opinion, then you need to hold on because we're going fast. Okay. The most likely scenario, should this play out the way I have it, is that at 40.30 to 40.50 we pull back. Okay. So let's see how this is playing out in the futures. We go over to the futures chart. So here was the close over here. We've made our wave B pullback, and we found support exactly where we wanted to, and it's starting to move up already. And as long as this support holds down here all the way down to 41.85 or so, it targets 40 points higher from here. Okay, because remember, A equals C. Always remember that. So when we see a wave A, the common assumption is that C is going to be the same length. And if we hold support where it is now, it's targeting almost exactly 42.30, which is what we're looking for. So this is looking good in the overnight. We got our wave B pullback right to support, and it's starting to bounce. If you move in here, you can see that it's bouncing. It got oversold even. I mean, this is good bottoming action here. There's a lot of stuff to like about this. However, should this structure fail, our alternative count comes into play, and we look for support around 41.60. So be on your toes tomorrow, guys. If we hit that target, that 40.30 to 40.50 target, I'm looking to sell. Again, your risk is your risk. You can hold or sell earlier or later, but that is going to be my strategy. If we start to pull back and the support breaks, I'm probably going to hold and see if we hold 41.60, but that's my risk tolerance. I am okay with that risk. If you are not okay with that risk, you are welcome to close your trade at any time, as always. Hey, if this is your first time here, I highly encourage you to join my Facebook group where I give real-time market updates with buy and sell targets as well as daily targets on where the market should be heading. That is the update for today, guys. Have a great weekend. Drink a glass of bourbon. Let's hope we get that sell done tomorrow and make some money. And I will talk to you Monday.